Last month, for 2 full weeks, I hit the road to travel to tons of popular backrooms and liminal space locations in real life, all across the USA. Level 0, Level 94, the Liminal Taco Bell, the Stanley Hotel, and tons of other places. All I had was my camera, my friend and fellow YouTuber Jaden Salads, my truck, and this map of the route that I came up with. And for 2 weeks, we visited, documented, traveled to, and explored all of these places in a daily upload spree here on YouTube. And today in this video that you're watching right now, you will be seeing all of that footage combined into the official Backrooms road trip movie. Patent pending. There's gonna be bonus footage that was not in the original episodes. There's director's commentary from Jaden Salads and I. There's awards for the best and the worst liminal spaces. There's meals, there's funny moments, and there's so much more. Trust me, this movie has everything. So without more talking, leave a like if you enjoy, and also for my gas bill after this trip. Grab a bucket of popcorn, grab a Sprite cranberry, and sit back and relax to enjoy a 2-hour movie of me visiting Backrooms levels in real life. Please leave a like, this took 2.5 weeks. Today's goal is threefold. We're going to be going to the real-life vivarium houses. It's weird. Then we're going to a dead mall, and then we're going to an uncanny liminal space location from a college campus. Now today is a special day for me specifically because I grew up in the area where all these places are located. And it's pretty cool that I'm going to be able to make a video about it now. But let's go ahead and get into the lore of each place and explore it and see what it has to offer. The initial location, of course, is the Dr. Seuss Vivarium Backrooms weird level looking neighborhood that was featured in a viral TikTok from a couple years ago. And it's also the place where I lived for almost 3 years. Now, I did just move out to a new house. I'm not doxing myself, don't worry. But I did live in this backroomsy neighborhood for 3 years almost. The entire area looks like you walked into some sort of futuristic suburban sprawl. There's never-ending rows of repeating houses for literally as far as you can see. Just brown, blue, and gray, copied and pasted over and over and over, with no unique features about them. There are no trees, there are no birds, there's no nature, there's no privacy, and it truly looks like something out of a nightmare. The neighborhood itself was constructed a little over 4 years ago, and the insides of the actual houses offer plenty of liminal spaces as well. There's large open rooms with no personality and slapdashed finishings that echo and reverberate when you walk. In my near 3 years of living in this neighborhood, it kind of made me paranoid because when I would walk outside, I'm always being watched by like 10 people from their front porches, and it low-key made me de-realize some days because it's just this embodiment of suburbia, routine, and the mundane. Like when I would walk out of my house, I would just look out and I would see the same thing over and over and my head would literally get light. It was strange. And you're going to get to see that right now with our adventure today as we go visit this neighborhood and I give Jaden Salads the tour of my old stomping grounds.
It's literally...
Bro. Look at the houses, bro. Look at this. I mean, this is not even real, bro.
People definitely think we're like sleeper agents.
Oh, dude, we are the deep state, my friend. And every morning in the summer, that ice cream truck would drive past my house, and it would go doom, 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 doom.
It made you mad.
It made me mad because it was like derealization. Like, why would it seems like something out of a Dr. Seuss story, bro.
Well, I just don't think real people live here. I think it's just
Now 4 p.m.
Look at that. That's someone. Look at that shot right there. There's no fences. You don't have a backyard here.
No, well, you have like half a foot. So it's like this, but in the back.
I was gonna say, what's with the connection between the houses? But that's
It's like little carport things, but you can't even do it. You can't park under there. I don't even know what it's for.
Humans like to hide and like get cover, and that's why like
Backrooms, bro. Jaden Salads is in the backrooms right now. Dude, look at that, bro.
Well, the windows are uneven as well. They're not symmetrical to the house.
If you want to see something crazy, try Googling your full name. If you do that, your phone number, your address, and other personal information is literally going to pop up. Websites that show this information are run by data brokers, and they collect and sell your information to any scammer that's willing to pay for it. And companies like this are essentially printing money, and unsurprisingly, this is legal in America to do. Thanks. These data brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask, but that process to remove it and to request it is so arduous and long that it feels impossible. But no need to fear, because today's sponsor, Aura, they can do it all for you. Aura will identify these data brokers that have put your information out, and they will submit these opt-out requests for you and handle it all. Give Aura just a few weeks, and you'll start to see your information disappearing from those kind of websites. Aura will also continue to monitor the dark web for your private information being released there, like your credit info, name, address, siblings, anything like that. Plus, they give you up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst case scenario does happen. And the cherry on top is that Aura also has a world-class VPN service that you can use to safely browse the internet from any place that you choose from. So if securing all of this personal information that you have is important to you, you can click the top link in the description and go to aura.com/Brugli to try Aura for 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to check around and see if any of your information has been leaked. And it's also enough time to begin the process for Aura to get it removed. So if you want to rest well, knowing your information can be taken down from the internet and no prying eyes can see it, you can use Aura by clicking the top link in the description or the pinned comment below, and they can handle it for you. Thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get back to it, shall we? The leading lines. I think the best part of that view is like the clouds today. And sounds in the back rooms, bro.
So Jared actually used to live here.
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately. Right up there.
He said it here.
Just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I would say there's at least 5,000 people that live in this entire neighborhood, and there's not even a sound being made. That's because none of it's real. This is all AI generated, bro. I swear to God. How is this real? Are you gonna sit here and tell me that I used to live here for 2 years? Maybe I'm AI generated. I don't know.
He is. It's true. This is what I'm thinking.
Tell us your ideas.
All these pictures, all of our liminal spaces. I think we should post it onto Reddit and see if we can get the most Reddit karma.
Low-key. It's used rag right here. That's cool.
That's kind of liminal. Is that like
that's a Backrooms entity, bro. It's a Backrooms entity. Backrooms entity rag. Look at this, a piece of it right there.
Somebody mowed over that.
Don't touch the rag. Don't touch the rag, bro.
She has no control over that dog.
No least control. It's alright though. We're not dog trainers, you know. When I chose to live here 3 years ago, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew I'd be making content out of this. I knew content would come. I'm 3 steps ahead, always. I'm the thinker, bro.
Steps ahead.
Yeah, I'm the thinker. Bro, think he's the thinker.
You're Socrates.
So as you can see, it's a weird place. It's very strange, and I did not enjoy that much about it. I had a fun time there. The memories are good, but the specific houses are not. I also have a documentary about this neighborhood and the effects of its strangeness that I experienced. That's coming out in November. I'm kind of putting that together, and if you're interested, stick around. But until then, I cannot get the image out of my head of looking out my window upon never-ending houses for as far as you can see. And everyone in the neighborhood acts like normal SpongeBob. So, it's a very odd place. The second stop for today is a popular liminal space trope in general, and you've all heard of it. It's the dead mall aesthetic. These barren, drab hallways of tile and fake plants and skylights filled with nothing but the echoes of the past and dead businesses. Stores completely abandoned. There's no bustling people walking around. There's literally nothing. The malls are just a shell of their former selves. But the specific mall location we're visiting today is the Richmond, Kentucky Mall. It was documented in a YouTube video many years ago that I saw. It has about 20,000 views. And again, like I said, I grew up around here. So I came to this mall as a kid, and never did I realize how liminal it was until I saw it decline every single year. This specific Richmond Mall is not a unique story though, and it's a very common thing for mall centers to become forgotten about once commerce opens up elsewhere. The mall was open to the public back in 1988 when it was constructed, and from the beginning it kind of struggled to gain business because people would have rather gone to nearby bigger cities to shop, and overall it just wasn't as popular as they thought it would be. And when I went here as a kid, I remember seeing multiple restaurants, Sears, and candy stores, and things like that, but now it's empty. It's literally just a hollow reminder. These days, the Richmond Mall is the location of the city DMV, several church congregations meet there, and there are still a few restaurants and bars and local mom and pop stores, but it is nowhere near what the mall used to be back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Truly, I cannot express to you how empty this place was when we saw it today. It was unnerving.
Welcome. At the Richmond Mall in Richmond, Kentucky, and I'm not from here, so I'll let Jared.
I am from here. This is the small town mall that used to be very popular in my hometown. And now, as you can see, it's not very popular. There's nobody in here. We've seen like 3 people. And this town has like 40,000 people in it. 0 of them are in the mall.
It's a pretty big mall. Like, I'm from a small town, and this mall is like pretty good size actually.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple stores here. There's a
Christian bookstores.
There's a
wellness
church
spa,
right here.
5 churches.
There's a
DMVs in
autism
here.
place.
Well, we just got through going there actually.
It's pretty liminal. I'd give it like a
liminal out of 10 probably.
liminal out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I'm glad you guys got to see the Richmond Mall. It's a very personal and very nostalgic place for me. I keep saying that like a broken record. But even though it is a dead mall, it's also like a living gem of the past. It's a reminder of how things used to be, and it literally did smell like 2005 in there. And for that, I'm grateful to be able to immortalize it in this video and in this series. The final liminal space image location for this video is a strange, uncanny photograph from Eastern Kentucky University. Now, this photo was actually featured in one of Jaden's videos a couple years ago, and I remember watching it and then not realizing it was in the video, and I texted him once I saw it because I used to go to school there. That's where my alma mater is. Again, I'm not trying to dox myself. I do not go there anymore. And I quite literally have seen this exact liminal space location in real life hundreds of times while walking to class. So I knew I had to come visit it, and I knew I had to get footage of it. Eastern Kentucky University, or EKU as it's called, is located in Richmond, not too far from the dead mall. But the specific place of the image itself is this courtyard area outside of a classroom building and a living hall. I don't want to give too much detail because I don't want to, dox the people there, but you'll see it in the video. The image itself is a classic liminal space photo that was submitted by one of Jaden's fans, and it was taken at nighttime, featuring an odd patch of fake-looking grass, turf stuff, a crooked little pathway, and tall brick buildings towering over it. To me, this image kind of gives the vibe of the level 188 hotel room from London Heathrow, but kind of an outside version. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. And it definitely is a very strange and empty looking place. This location was a trip down memory lane for me as well, like all of them are, and as you'll see, it looks even stranger in person.
Shout out to everybody in Kentucky who might be watching, and he's just mad because he's broke. He doesn't have meta glasses.
Listen, bro, I mean, the Brooklyn budget, it was not big enough this year, apparently, for meta glasses.
Says the guy who lived in $1,700 suburban hell.
That's me, bro. You guys want to be in a YouTube video?
Dude, please. Let's go. You want to be famous?
Police sirens, classic Richmond City. Somebody's probably getting arrested. But we're here looking at liminal spaces, so we got our priorities straight. Like,
the lights are perfect. Like, just the way it illuminates that. Well, that's how lights work.
yeah.
So, you know the way the
Explain lights again to me, Jaden.
So there's like a light bulb and a light creates light, right?
Yeah. So the light bulb is liminal because it makes light. Is that what I'm saying?
On your channel?
Yeah. What do you have to say about this? Final thoughts.
I would give this a find out at the end of the video.
Okay. Retention. He's about retention. Look at this guy, bro. He's taking a video of a picture of a picture.
And it was his idea.
And it was my idea. It was my idea.
Now, not to be too meta, but I do think it's pretty cool that this sort of liminal photo exists on a college campus, because that time of your life, that is the most in-between liminal time that you're going to experience. You're between childhood and real adulthood. You're between figuring it out and not having any money. You're between young and old, right? So it's even cooler that these liminal spaces can exist inside of liminal times in your life, if that makes any sense. Either way, I'm glad I could also immortalize this location just like the mall and my old neighborhood, as my time that I spent at this college was an interesting era to say the least, and I'm glad I got some cool footage of the liminal space and the recreation of the image to make it immortal on the internet. All three of these locations essentially hit the nail on the head of what we're going for in this series. We're exploring, we're documenting, we're looking for these specifically strange areas that are full of nostalgia and liminality. These places that provide an uncanny comfort and even a melancholic feeling all over the country. And for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be going to them and recreating these images like we did today and trying not to get eaten by the entities that are there. That's a Backrooms joke. You don't have to laugh. But coming from the weird vivarium neighborhood to the college I used to go to, it's just all very nostalgic for me, and I hope you could see that through this video. You've all heard the story of how the lost media of Level Zero's location got found, probably like 5,000 times before this video, so I'm not going to bore you with all that today, but after a long search, that original location, turns out it was in a Hobbytown building in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Now, I've talked to the owner of the building, whose name is Bob, many times in the past, and I don't even think he knows how big of an impact he's made on internet culture, and much less the internet in general. For instance, Jaden and I probably wouldn't even exist in this capacity without him taking that image one day back in the early 2000s. There'd be no movie, there'd be no found footages, and there would be no cringe mascot horror. Thank you, Bob. Anyways, these days, the building is a storefront for all sorts of games, race cars, and other hobbies, thus the name Hobbytown. Inside the building, the yellow wall picture was actually taken in a place that is now home to an RC racetrack, which kinda is pretty cool, I can't even lie. It has since been remodeled to look like that some time ago, but the vibes are still there, I can tell you that, and you're gonna see in the footage that we give you. So in order to see what's fully up with this location, we're gonna have to drive there from Kentucky, where day one happened. And it's a 10-hour drive from Kentucky to Oshkosh, which for me isn't too long. I've driven to Alaska, I've driven to Key West, to Maine, to LA, but poor Jaden, he has not done this before. Nevertheless, to Oshkosh, the Backrooms, we go. So I didn't get any footage of driving through Kentucky or Indiana. You're not missing much. But I did get footage in Cincinnati and in Chicago. Backrooms lies that way, and we will get there one way or another.
Tubular.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it to this is the Backrooms right here.
The
I hear.
bathroom.
That right there is the back. Dude, it's so liminal. It's so yellow in there. We're gonna check in, and then we're gonna go to attempt a break-in and entering charge, and we're gonna take you guys along with us, and get video evidence.
Yo, what up, guys? We
Yo,
just got to the
what?
hotel,
What is this? What is this?
We just got an Osh.
Don't download Tinder in the Backrooms. That's a brutally title.
Gotta see all the Backrooms batteries.
I actually have a video about that. What's the hottest Backrooms in it? Have you seen that one? This is my 200K special.
I did not see that.
You're fake, bro.
Sure for what does TCG stand
Backrooms, the trading card game.
No, that's pretty nice.
We're gonna buy it. We're gonna buy it.
We're
gonna buy it.
If Bob's here, we gotta get him to sign it.
This is what two individuals that are about to go to the Backrooms. This is what they look like, okay? We're gearing up to go to the Hobbytown in Oshkosh, but we're gonna get some breakfast first. I'm sure I'll bring you guys along with us.
We're gonna get some almond water, some, what do they eat in the Backrooms?
Well, you see, they eat a bunch of things, a multitude of things. You got your royal rations, okay? You got your almond water. You got your cashew water. You got your Lucky O milk. I'm tapped in. This guy over here clearly is not tapped in. Not to my degree. The back rooms is nigh. We're coming to the back rooms. Are you ready?
Dude, I'm scared. Like, what?
I'm excited, bro.
Escape the back room.
Let's do it.
Enough of this crap.
Yeah.
And I came here and managed for a couple of years. When we were out on the frontage road, a 4,000 square foot building,
How surreal.
That's crazy.
and then this building came up. So the picture that you guys,
Yeah.
that everybody memorializes, that was the only opening between the two rooms.
Okay.
And on these posts,
Jerry, I just got these.
now bathrooms are right here, just the elevator.
That's new, yeah.
But on these posts were center walls. And then down here, you'd have little rooms built this way, one little walkway. So that one picture that's emphasized a lot was the view down this way. Because they had bedrooms and living rooms and things.
Yeah.
You had three major pathways, and then towards the back, the windows were all paneled over, which is really strange.
That is
Because it
very
wasn't until
strange.
we started pulling that wall down, it's like, windows? You look from the
There's
outside,
windows
the
here.
windows are there from the outside.
Yeah.
They're not hidden.
Yeah.
And then, but that's
an odd choice, that's right.
That is very
that was
strange.
23 grand worth of new windows,
Ooh.
reframing and everything else.
Goodness.
It's not cheap.
Surprise! We had to, after letting us get in here, the building inspector said, "Yep, you need to rewire, you need to do this, all new lighting." This place, we dropped the ceiling in. Yeah, it was a similar ceiling, but we ripped it all out and dropped a new in. Of course, we've got new panels to go up in if and when they finally get the roof fixed.
Yeah, roofs
But
are
yeah,
on.
so this, and everything that the floor, that we had the patching area here, but was mostly this original tongue and groove. That stuff's this thick.
Wow. That's
So you
actually
know,
crazy.
in a normal house, tongue and groove's only like half inch
Yeah,
to
yeah.
3/4. This is really monster stuff. All the beams, it's 3 inch by 15 inch
That's heavy duty.
beams in
Yeah.
there.
So did you think it was weird that how it was designed back in the day, like the yellowness and stuff, and
Well-
kind of like pale beige and stuff?
The colors were
Yeah, yeah.
appropriate for the 60s.
Okay.
And then he didn't do any updatings in the 70s or 80s because the building sat dormant for a while. When the last occupants before we got it was just dilapidated downstairs.
Yeah.
They had a call center going up here,
Oh, really?
which, again, the roof didn't leak quite as bad, but it was just as bad. But they had all little divisions back here as well,
Interesting.
which all the pictures didn't make it onto that webpage. I just
Yeah.
grabbed a couple of the old school vision.
What are the chances that you got?
So, yeah.
And then that thing, like you said, 25 years later, or 20 years later, when it started migrating up.
They're making a movie about the image you took. That's
Was
crazy.
it paying you for that?
Like,
No.
I think you deserve some
you
credit.
took the image and they're making a movie. Hollywood is making a movie about this. That is crazy.
Crap.
Oh crap! You know you've changed history.
I
What
get a kick
weird-
out of people when they come in and they're, like you say, you're a little sheepish to ask the question. because-
it's strange.
especially with new people owning the place, that are they still open
Yeah, yeah.
to the dialogue and say, well, it's not the same anymore.
It's still crazy to be up there. That's wild. That's actually, I cannot believe that.
So the picture was it not right there?
It was, it would have been taken through this door and that, but actually more down that aisle. I mean, I have hundreds of pictures that we took that day. Because I figured it was our one time to walk through,
Yeah.
grab the view.
So that's the outlet from the image too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because people were speculating that it was like a CGI render.
Yeah,
Because the image is just so bizarre that like even the outlet just kind of looked like it was fake or something.
yeah.
No, it was, again, it was, a lot of the rooms in that were built by the guy's handyman that worked for Tom Rohner.
Okay. That was the furniture store.
That was the
his-
furniture
Yeah,
store.
Rohner's
Yeah.
furniture. And you could tell when we were pulling carpets up, there was sometimes you just grab and go, lift the carpets right up and then
Yeah.
you'd have the floor.
Yeah.
And then there were other times we had to use come-alongs and bolt to these rugs and winch them loose. And we could just imagine Tom Rohner come and telling his guy, make sure that carpet never comes up. And the contractor just go, yeah.
What a guy.
But yeah, we built,
Mr.
this has
Rohner.
been built in since then because we had separate parts groups up here for the slot car people.
So it was like a big thing, like popular and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it still as
And
popular?
then it is fast as it flared up again, because it was big in the 60s and then it came up and then it died off. One of our tracks actually went out to Washington State.
Nice.
One's back in storage up in Neenah, just north of here. Rock crawling is a big thing, and of course, with being in Wisconsin, that's about 3 or 4 days a week. People come in and just we allow them to play on the track.
We met a guy that works at the hotel we're staying at
was
who
gonna
comes
say.
here. I can't remember his name, but he said he frequents here. But yeah, it's crazy how
But we
ubiquitous.
let people just arrive on that because they will always break something.
Oh yeah,
That's fun.
that is wild. Actually, would you mind if we got a little bit of footage up here just for the video on YouTube? Do you?
Go ahead.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna sit downstairs, have a look.
I appreciate that.
This is just the second stairs go down by the dirt track.
Okay.
So.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
really appreciate that.
And being the guy that was
taking the picture
Yeah.
and everything.
Thank you
Let's
for
get forward.
thank you for making our careers happen.
Quite literally.
That's crazy. Wow.
We might owe you a little something. Thank you.
This is the image, bro. This is the image right here. Isn't that crazy that like it was like right here?
Jared,
Can you believe that?
this is one of the happiest moments of my life.
Can you believe that?
I feel so soy.
I feel soy, but right there is where it was. Is that not insane?
All right, I'm busting up the can.
We gotta take pictures. Jaden Salads in the back rooms.
Dude,
Brugly
Brugly
in the back rooms.
Tried to-
Yeah, we got the inside scoop because I didn't
Inside scoop.
think that it was Bill, but this guy Bill, he's awesome. He took the original picture.
But
So
anyway, he was kind enough to give us a tour of the place, and we're currently in the second floor.
I'm entering the back rooms right now. This is the back rooms, bro. This is it. The entire thing. Can you believe this? In this hallway here, he was explaining that all this stuff obviously was framed up. There was paneling over the windows. It's the back rooms.
Which we told him. I kept telling him, like, thank you so much. You've changed history.
We had tried to show him thanks, you know, because this room is where it was. Just because Bill decided to take a few photos, bro, that means we two,
This
us
is
two,
just-
have the career that we have, and that's just absurd. I cannot believe that.
An average guy from
And it happened
Oshkosh,
right
Wisconsin.
here. Yeah, just an honest, good guy. Took
They
images.
have an interest in hobbytown stores where they can race little cars.
And now it's just like, it's so famous. It's infamous.
Jared actually told him that they're making a Backrooms movie.
Yeah, they're literally making a movie about the
His
one
reaction
image.
was, oh goodness. Oh, I'm still dying.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
The back rooms. I mean, you can actually feel the energy, bro. It's got like a vibe for sure. Being at the Backrooms picture location, the definitive Backrooms picture location, right there. That is absurd. It is truly absurd to finally be here and to have the hospitality of the new owner. It's just crazy. It's a wild time, bro. Jaden, me and you, we're just guys, bro. We're just guys living, and it's awesome. I mean, we make goofy videos about this, but it's still cool to be here for sure.
One of the happiest moments of my life. That's what I'll say.
Oh, yeah.
And that is ridiculous because it's just a doorway.
Yeah, but still, that doorway itself,
It means
bro.
everything to me.
That doorway right there, it means everything.
Going to the Backrooms' original spot was definitely surreal, and seeing the building that formed so much about internet horror and my life in general is a wild ride for sure. Saturated rolling hills, winding roads, saturated rolling hills, winding roads, cardboard-looking houses, and a grainy castle in the sky are things that you think about when you look at the level 94 image. I've made a video explaining the lore about the Backrooms level itself. If you want to watch that, I am shamelessly plugging it here. Hopefully I remember to link it. But the image itself has been intertwined with the Backrooms concept for a long time, even though it wasn't originally meant for that at all. When I first saw the picture, I genuinely thought that no part of it was real. I mean, surely looking at this, you would not think anything is truly in real life. But in order to find out what indeed is actually real about the image, you have to look to the houses themselves. Thankfully, people who are smarter than me and have way more time on their hands have located a neighborhood in Iowa that has these quirky, lifeless beige and white houses inside of them. And it would go on to be figured out that this neighborhood was the basis for the level 94 image. This neighborhood gives me the same feeling as my old neighborhood from part 1, but somehow even stranger and more off-putting. I can just imagine being inside of one of these houses, having it being completely empty and looking out over these rolling light green hills. And especially after seeing it in person, I can literally visualize that in my head right now. And hopefully you can fully understand that uncanny vibe that it really does have. So let's hop in the truck and head to Ankeny, Iowa with Jaden Salads, aka Sleepy Salads, to the houses from Backrooms level 94. Now we're leaving the Oshkosh area. We're heading about 5 hours over to the level 94 location, which is in Ankeny, Iowa. Jaden Salads is not dead yet. He is alive.
I'm actually doing better.
Indeed. He's had some honey that he's been drinking and some NyQuil and some other things that we won't say on
I
here.
can't put down the cup. That's all I can say.
He can't put down the cup, as the old song says. But we're heading over to Ankeny, Iowa. Like I said, 5 hours away. You can check the map there. And we're going to go see level 94. We just left level 0. It was awesome. It was great. Super cool. And now we're going to go explore another Backrooms level. And then another times 11. I'll see you guys there. Level 94. What are we doing? There's a big old dog barking in that house.
That's a entity for sure.
Is that a hound, guys? Leave a like if you think there's a hound in that house. We make Backrooms entity jokes here. That's what we do.
Is that cartoon cat? No! You could chroma key.
Dude, this little creature. What is that? Is that a jackrabbit?
I actually just got scared.
Look at it, dude. Look at it. It's a little rabbit. Guys, it's a rabbit. Post level 94 meal. 5 Guys, burgers and fries.
Dale got this in the back room.
He's never had it.
No, I've never had 5 Guys.
Now, riddle me this to anybody out there. How can you live in this country as an American and never have 5 Guys? I don't know. Maybe Jaden Salads is not American. Maybe he's not real.
The lobby lady who was totally hitting on Jared is also un-American because she said she didn't have 5 Guys either. So
Well, she can be fixed, but Mr. Salads, I'm not really sure.
fix me.
Anyways, I'm gonna eat this, then I'm gonna edit, and then I'm gonna get back to the video. You're driving for 11 days straight with it, like, just to visit neighborhoods, bro. I will say, this does have a lot more life than my neighborhood for sure. I feel like the houses are also quite a bit bigger. And they have mailboxes. We don't have those.
A lot of shipments of almond milk.
Dude, is that almond milk in that box?
Or almond water, whatever it's called. I'm so tired.
I feel like several of these are vacant as well. There's lots of things that have been empty both times we've been here.
So that means we gotta break in. That's what that means. I might be No, you are.
Level 94 neighborhood, guys. We are here. We are not dead. There is a castle in the sky. You just can't see it. Only we can. But to find this place is pretty cool. We're now taking thumbnail pictures, which is, I'm sure, super riveting for you. But just look at this stuff, dude. It's crazy stuff, man. All right. We're freaking on the hill. Look at this. This is the hill. The rolling grassy hill of level motion. See, I got level motion twin, you know what I'm saying?
We're in the level 94, level motion, they call it. Hello, honker, how are you?
I'm a visionary, they said.
I'm gonna go down there and stand right on that crack, and I'm gonna get a picture. You can take a picture of me there with the .5. Level 94 of the Backrooms, guys. Level 94. These are all the houses that it was based off of. You can see the color scheme. Everything's pretty much the same. And they're equally as weird in real life. I will say they are more homey, like kind of relaxing and more human than my neighborhood in episode 1. But it still is strange because, like, it seems like NPCs live here, right? Like the cat in the hat. I almost said cat in the mouse. But either way, I kind of like it. It's definitely chill, and I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it at all.
So after visiting the real-life neighborhood that the level's based off of and the image is based off of, the houses there actually appeared to be calming and almost cozy in a way. Much more so than my neighborhood was in part 1. Maybe it's because this neighborhood has trees and flowers and we saw animals, squirrels, and rabbits. I don't know. Even though all the houses look the same and they all are definitely constructed in a weird way, I've never seen houses made like this, it has some sort of calming charm. But definitely at the same time, walking around these lifeless alleyways and driveways, they still had that uneasy feeling to them. Even to the left of the neighborhood is a large grass hill that is very reminiscent of the edited image itself. It felt like I was in Whoville or Vivarium again. But instead of episode 1, where it was more on the nose and more strange, this one was almost trying to disguise itself as human and relaxing. Whatever the case is, it was actually unreal to finally see the image in person. That specific photograph and edited image has propelled my career in many ways. That was one of the first videos I made to blow up, my explanation of level 94, and it's very nostalgic to go back and look at for a simpler time in the Backrooms lore. When I first saw this picture, I immediately knew that I had to find where it was. Thankfully, it's not really hard to track down a Taco Bell, and it turns out that the location is in Rapid City, South Dakota, which is a place I've been to several times and really enjoy. The image itself is taken from a hotel building across the street from the restaurant, and it showcases a glowing Taco Bell in the middle of a grassy field with soft rolling hills behind it. Step 1 was to obviously find the hotel that the image was taken from, which again wasn't too hard. It is the Sleep Inn Hotel. I got a booking, and I was praying that we would get a room facing the actual location of this Taco Bell, which we actually did. Many other liminal spaces have this same concept, but for some reason, the location being a Taco Bell makes it all that much more appealing. Why would a restaurant be in the middle of a field? And why would somebody think to take a picture of it? The only logical way to answer these questions is to drive all the way there and to find out. So let's hop in the truck, leave level 94, and go all the way to Taco Bell in the middle of nowhere.
Jaden Salads and Brugli at the Liminal Space Taco Bell.
It's true.
Right there, Liminal Taco. All these people are thinking we're gang stalking them right now. What do you have to say about that?
Who's recording us? Who is this?
Right there. All right, well, now we're gonna check in, then hopefully get some food, because I'm quite starving and we want to get a room up there. So whatever that entails.
There it is.
But that's the Liminal Space Taco. We could take a picture on the front lawn too, like to get the thumbnail, because we're too far away right now, I think.
Moment of truth. We're trying to get a room that aligns with the image because it was taken from this hotel. Jared is smart. He's a smart man.
It's like the exact same room.
No freaking way.
Wait, I'm not even joking with you right now. It might be the exact same room.
Wait. That's actually perfect. That's actually so similar. Guys, and in person, this is very pretty. Like, I'm sure you can imagine, but I'm a fan of capitalism in nature.
Well, as you saw, we made it to the Liminal Space Taco Bell, which we have a perfect view. It's right here from the, we'd have to ask for a special room or nothing. It's like it's meant to be. We are here at the Backrooms. I drove 55,000 hours to eat at the Backrooms Taco Bell, which you can see behind me. What do you think, Jaden Salads, about this liminal Taco Bell?
I'm pretty stoked because not only is it a great liminal space, I think it's beautiful. Just
It's very serene. Like, it's just right there.
A lot of people hate when they put up a Walmart in the middle of a grassy plain. I'm all for it. I'm a big supporter of stuff like this. And yeah, that's my take.
I didn't have you on the camera at all. Your voice was talking. I drove 55 hours total to get this.
We think the liminal space, well, we know the liminal space was taken. Just things that are ridiculous like that. Don't even mention.
Eating Taco Bell with the view of the liminal Taco Bell. We have driven for 3 days straight to construct this monstrosity. We will be eating this Taco Bell in front of the liminal space photo. Why, you ask? I have no idea. Maybe Jaden Salad will tell you when we start eating this food. But as far as I can say, this looks good. That's a cool view. And we made the pilgrimage all the way here from Kentucky. And he's come from Texas. Aren't you guys? Are you not entertained? These are two young adult men. Well, I'm like 35. Jaden and I are both young, all things considered. Baja Blast from the Taco Bell, the liminal space Taco Bell. And guys, for a beautiful meal today, we have this is my Discovery Lux box. I don't know what it comes with, but it looks pretty good. And I got fire sauce. And most importantly, I have a beautiful view of Jaden Salads. And the Taco Bell, that's an okay view. I'm really here just for Jaden Salads, unfortunately, if you weren't aware of that. There you go. So focus perfectly, I bet. I bet when I rewatch that footage, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, hold on, I gotta do it from my angle.
Yeah.
If you want my perspective, go subscribe to my channel. Don't watch this.
And leave a dislike on mine and his both, please. Here, have a bite. Like that one Instagram mukbanger. Do you guys know of Jane Mukbangs? She has alopecia, I believe. I know that's rude to say, but that's how I identify her. I don't have alopecia. I just went bald prematurely because I had cancer. So now that you made fun of me, feel bad about yourself. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do for the next, well, however long it takes us to eat this. He's actually a child, actually, guys. Lettuce and tomato, they were makes a taco. He just shot me dead on my video. That's gonna be so chopped in editing, dude. It's gonna be just rattling. And I just want it to be known, this is what a chicken chalupa is supposed to look like, guys. I'm gonna have to show you on both screens here. This is what it's supposed to look like. A nice, beautifully constructed. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
You just made a freaking mess.
I'm not getting my freaking deposit back. Thanks, Jaden.
I'm in the Backrooms. What are you doing?
I'm eating Taco Bell in the Backrooms.
This is my favorite Taco Bell item. You can't go wrong with it. It's a perfect balance between sour cream, ground beef,
The beans, the cheese sauce.
I don't really want people
Guys.
seeing me putting this in my mouth, so I'm gonna go on camp for this.
Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. Am I not a mukbanger now? Is that not what I am anymore? Screw Backrooms content. I'm doing mukbangs from now on. Also, we haven't eaten at all today, like not once. So, but we're alive, and most importantly, we're in the liminal space Taco Bell, guys. This guy's really against edits being made of him putting cylindrical things in his mouth. This is the Knights of the Round Table right here. This is what they fought and died for. There's two guys eating Taco Bell in a hotel room on a random Friday night in front of a liminal space Taco Bell.
Perfectly said, Jared.
Dude. Oh, goodness gracious. He splurted on himself, guys. Did you see that?
Dang it, I can't do anything right.
Hey, don't say that. You can make amazing liminal space content. No.
What am I looking at?
My taco got fallen apart.
The spine of this taco is just ripped in half.
It got de-spined, dude. I gotta throw this away and then clean this up with some napkins.
Now I just have like a white.
It's a grilled cheese burrito. You ever had a juicy beef?
I've seen people talk about it. People are big fans of that.
Yeah, they're good.
There's a lot of big supporters of that.
I'm also ready to call it quits whenever you are, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyways, much we love you guys. I kind of want to just scarf this down without anybody watching me. So.
Yeah, I'm being very self-conscious right now. I feel very insecure.
I'm actually like thinking about how I'm eating. I've never done that before. So I'm not going to do it anymore. We'll see you guys later. Good morning to the liminal Taco Bell, which you can't see. It's right there. Jaden Salads and I are about to go get some food from it, and then we're going to head to actually Mount Rushmore because we're in Rapid City. Why not?
Orange juice concentrate. The hell's that?
0% orange juice. We got some steak breakfast quesadilla, breakfast salsa, right by the liminal Taco Bell, which is over there. Currently about, I'd say at least negative 5,000 degrees. The wind's blowing, but we're here making thumbnails because that's what we do as YouTubers. But this is pretty cool place. Breakfast is gas, dinner was gas. I'd come here again. I'd stay at the hotel for the front desk lady only, though. But like I said, after this, we're gonna head over to Colorado.
So I hope you enjoyed that little mukbang and review and information about the Liminal Taco Bell, or the Lim Bell as I'm now calling it, because I'm tired of saying Liminal Taco Bell. The food tasted like Taco Bell. But of course, it was made better by the fact that a Backroomsy restaurant created it, and I got to take videos of it the entire time and make people feel awkward. It is probably the strangest location of a fast food place that I personally have ever visited, only rivaled by the Kudzu Arby's from Tennessee. It's literally just out in a field by itself at the end of a dead-end cul-de-sac, with nothing near it except the hotel and a casino, which is open from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Something about the ethereal glow that it has and the soft light of the sun setting, it just really looks cool if you see it in the picture, of course, but in real life, it looks even better. It doesn't even look real. And plus, we were able to get a hotel room directly facing it, which made it even better. Also, that same hotel gave us cookies, and the person at the front desk definitely wanted me. Thanks. Since we were lucky enough to get a room at that perfect angle, we got to stand in the shoes of the original photographer and just experience that firsthand. Of course, I am saying all of this about a Taco Bell and liminal spaces, but trust me, that makes sense. This image is a perfect example of how the mundane things can also have liminality. This isn't really a crazy thing, it's not wild that it exists, but its location and the vibe surrounding it add that. This is literally a Taco Bell in a field, and that's why it's awesome. And that's also why I drove for 4 days getting minimal sleep to get here. Before diving into the uncanny footage I recorded in the Stanley and all of that, I want to give you some backstory on this hotel and its impact that it's had on society as a whole. The Stanley story begins back in 1903 when a man named F.O. Stanley came to Estes Park, Colorado in a very sick condition. He was struggling with tuberculosis, and he was trying to find a place where he could heal, and after 1 season of that fresh Rocky Mountain air, he miraculously got better and was determined to do something big with his life. With that train of thought, him and his wife decided to go together and build a grandiose hotel where they could have balls and soirees and all that fun stuff. And in doing this, he ended up building the most liminal looking hotel I've ever seen. The place actually opened in 1909, and until the 1970s, it was pretty popular. In the 70s, however, it kinda died out due to lack of funding and maintenance, and it was on the brink of being destroyed when the author Stephen King just so happened to pull up and stay for a single night. After that one night there, he was inspired enough to write The Shining novel, which is one of the best-selling books of all time, and you've probably seen the movie that's been based off of that too. The vibes of that movie were inspired directly by Stephen King's stay inside of this hotel. The red carpets, the elongated hallways, the oversized ballrooms, it's all based off of the Stanley Hotel. But that's enough for the history time. Let's go ahead and get into the footage of these strange hallways and staircases, and hopefully you can truly experience that weird feeling that I got while recording this.
so quiet in here, dude. It definitely is slightly terrifying. Definitely is slightly terrifying. Shining vibes for sure. I have girl twins to come out of one of these rooms and to kill me. But this is probably one of the most liminal places I've ever been. I cannot overstate that. It is the most liminal between, whatever you call it, place ever. Like the air is thick. It's weird, dude. It's strange. This is awesome. Bro, this is creepy. It's so quiet. It's too quiet. It's 3 a.m. and it is so quiet. Every step is like so loud. You could literally hear a pin drop on the other side of the building. And you could literally hear that. I've walked around every single floor. It is such a strange feeling. It's such a strange place. You've seen the footage and it's liminal as possible.
So as you just saw, that probably is the most liminal space hotel in the country. Separate from the fact that The Shining was inspired by it, it stands alone as a terrifyingly liminal place. The creaky floorboards, the old wallpaper, the crown molding, the hazy, non-air-conditioned rooms, it all exudes Backrooms energy. I would 10 out of 10 recommend staying at the Stanley for anyone who's interested. It was an amazing time, the grounds were beautiful, it was super awesome to be there for a little bit that we were, and the atmosphere was just impeccable. This post was made to the Liminal Space subreddit a few years ago by a user named NoRestaurant8638. The post itself has the simple caption of, "This picture of Monument Valley always felt liminal." The image itself, of course, is a strange and uncanny one to say the least. The landscape beyond the stop sign is fake looking, the shadows don't look real, and the soft blue sky on the sand is just kind of mesmerizing. It almost looks too clean to be real. I could make an entire 20-minute video breaking down this image into its finest details for you all, but I don't think you would watch it, and I don't think I could do that right now. But truly, something about this image exudes peace and calmness. So naturally, and in the vein of this Liminal Space Road Trip series, I have decided to drive out and find this stop sign and recreate the image and see it all in person for myself. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to spot where it's at because the original post tells us it's in Monument Valley, Utah. And I've been to Monument Valley before several times, and I kind of recognize the formations in the background of the image. So with all that out of the way, let's hit the road and let's head to Utah to find the stop sign image in the middle of the desert. We left the Stanley Hotel, which is in the beautiful Estes Park area of Colorado, and we drove around to all the scenery, and it's genuinely such a beautiful place. The canyons, the rivers, it is absurd. The day before we went to the Stanley, we actually went to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse. I forgot to include the footage for those, so I'm showing you them here. I also wanted to show you how beautiful it was. I really enjoy going to these parks, and I got some really cool footage as well. Anyways, we drove down through the Rocky Mountains and eventually hit Utah. And before we knew it, we had hit the high desert as well. Now, I love Utah too, almost as much as Colorado. They're both top 5 states in my opinion, and the scenery here is breathtaking. The videos I'm showing you truly do not do it justice. After 8 hours on the road, we arrived at our little motel on the river, and we stayed up all night cuddling. I mean, we stayed up all night working on the video. The next morning, we woke up to this beautiful canyon view with the sun glistening on the river below, and we were ready to take our trip to find the stop sign. About a 20-minute drive later, we arrived at Monument Valley, but keep in mind, there are dozens, if not hundreds of stop signs in the area, so we actually had to drive around to a lot of them to try to match up where it was using the image and using the lay of the land, because we had no idea where exactly it was. Anyways, after seeing a few false flag stop signs that we thought might be it, but eventually we decided they weren't, we found our way to the Monument Valley Visitor Center because we recognized that on our left on the road was the rock that was in the background of the image, so we kind of just kept following the road around until we got there. As the road curved up and ended at the visitor center, we got to the parking lot, and in front of us were 3 stop signs. Now, it could be any 3 of these, we thought, and it felt like a game almost. We had to go to each one and see which one it would be. But then, against all odds, we found it.
Well, guys, this is the image location. They have put a fence up, but we can confirm that these rocks line up perfectly with the monuments. This is it. This is where it was taken. Of course, that it's been edited or something since it looks that way, but we'll try to recreate to the best of our ability. Stop sign image. That's insane, guys. That is insane. One of the most famous liminal space images of all time, objectively. And we're standing right where the person took the image. It's kind of surreal.
Hello, Vermont.
Look at this, dude. I mean, this angle is like, he might have been standing all the way back here, or she, or whatever it was.
He, she, they, these, or them.
You know? Inclusivity. You're in that has to be the image, bro.
London,
yeah, it has to be.
It has the crosswalk.
Never, we were right
These are
first.
alarms.
Never doubt yourself again.
Never doubt yourself.
We were literally right. It's this one.
Guys, never doubt yourself. That's what we just learned.
And people think we're taking videos of the monuments. No, we're taking videos of the stop
We don't
sign.
care about this. These guys ain't here for
They're
the
all here for the wrong reasons, guys.
No, these guys are definitely here for the LimSpace.
We're here for this. This is the angle right here.
To have a best friend for your whole life. Never knew what to hope, yeah.
This is for the 2 liminal boys. This is kind of surreal. I mean, I've made like so many videos using this image and clickbaiting low-key, but it's kind of weird to be here in person. And I know that's why I saw it, because I came to the visitor center. So that's got to be where I came to it years ago. But now we're actually going to look at the park, the actual attraction of the park.
$16.
16 bucks to take a picture of the stop sign. Oh my gosh, it's as beautiful as I remember, guys.
Most expensive stop sign ever.
Most expensive stop sign ever. Truly.
I kind of like the fence, I'm not gonna lie.
No, the fence adds to it for sure. Wow.
Wait, that's ridiculous.
So that's the Valley of the Gods Road, I think.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
For the 2 liminal boys, this is kind of surreal. I mean, I've made like so many videos using this image and clickbaiting low-key, but it's kind of weird to be here in person. And I know that's why I saw it, because I came to the visitor center. So that's gotta be where I came to it years ago.
So that was the journey of us tracking down and recreating the stop sign image. It was a really fun day, full of, great views, great music, great vibes. And we actually drove off-road in the Jeep after, down to the valley floor to enjoy the better views. And we also paid $16 and 2 tanks of gas to stop and look at a stop sign. But nevertheless, it was definitely worth it. This is day 7 of the Liminal Space road trip series, and we've already been to so many cool places, and for those of you following along, you've probably seen them. But today, we're heading from Utah all the way down to Las Vegas to go to the Omega Mart. We woke up and we hit the road going south, and the drive itself was about 7 hours total. Nothing really eventful happened, but it was just the desert, which is always cool. But after a 7-hour drive, we got to the good old Las Vegas. The second we got to our hotel, we instantly packed up and got back on the road, and we found Omega Mart. Now, before this trip, we had heard a little bit about Omega Mart. My friends Fox Akimbo and Raimundo and Dire Trip, they all went last year without me, unfortunately. And of course, as the Backrooms boy myself, I had to be the judge of that. Omega Mart, for those of you that are unaware, is essentially a walk-through art exhibit with an Alice in the Wonderland / Backrooms / liminal space vibe to it. It's got all these trippy visuals, these secret rooms. It's pretty cool. It's located in the Area 15 Center, alongside tons of other attractions as well that you can visit while you're here. And that's exactly what Jaden Salads and I are going to do in this video. But anyways, we get to the building, and unfortunately, it costs like $170 to get passes to the place, but it was almost worth it. That pass will give you access to almost everything in the building. However, we don't care about any of that. We are here for the Liminal Space store. Walking inside of Omega Mart, you instantly can see these pale colored shelves that are repeating over and over with nameless products on them. It unironically looks and feels just like a Backrooms level that I would cover on this channel. And that's literally all the storefront is, the front. But behind it is where the rest of the area is accessed through these strange secret doors and rooms and tunnels. And in there lies a world of things to explore. And now I'm going to input the footage of all that we did and show how Jaden Salads and I act like 5-year-olds on a playground when we're inside this place. The outside of the Omega Mart. I just paid for parking, but we're going to have to wait a second to go in. And hopefully don't get lost. I've never been here before, but apparently it's cool. Hey, Jaden Salads, you ready for this?
Yes, I'm scared. I'm happy. Yes.
I'm scared. I'm happy. Yes. All right.
I'm not tall enough, bro.
Okay, this is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little cool.
It's a little cool.
You're this grumpy old head.
Hey, well, I mean, it was $160, so it better be cool. I want to go back to the rage room, bro. The rage room was my life.
I had a seizure. Did you get a seizure on there?
I had you tweaking out and going silent mode when I was in my peak happiness. That's the difference between me and you, bro. I'm in my peak happiness when I'm seizing out. Realizing that this was $160, my initial thoughts were that it was gonna suck. But it's pretty cool. Especially the room that caused Jaden Salads to have a seizure. That was pretty interesting for sure. Okay, this might be liminal, truly. This might be liminal, guys. Like, thinking this is liminal, there's like a vibe in the air. It's like mist almost, it's weird.
Wait, low key?
It might be the liminal space. Probably the best one I've seen.
Try and get a liminal space picture with the camera.
Let me get your way.
The camera, or if you're.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's gonna be on Reddit, and everyone's gonna be like, "Where is this at?"
Dude, that actually
Wait,
is
this
so...
is actually crazy.
This is the best one we've seen, by far, right?
Whatever. Oh, fuck, I bet there's like a no flash photography. Whenever I get these images off the camera,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
dude, there's like no telling that this is Amiel. Okay, we have to figure out all the
Can you break the clues, Jaden Salads?
So Charlie, this is fast. Okay, so
Bro is actually doing the game.
the whole thing is finding the origins and stuff.
Guys, this is getting really liminal. Oh my gosh. Is that instant number 55, guys? Right there?
Grown-ass man.
It might be. It might be. This is pretty cool. It's kind of trippy over here. We're trapped forever in the back rooms.
After exploring Omega Mart, I can really say that it was probably the closest walkthrough exhibit thing that you could do that even resembles the Backrooms concept. Specifically the storefront part. It really just looks like one of the scenes from the Backrooms show that came out, and all these goofy items on the shelves. It really looks like something you'd see on the Backrooms wiki. Now, there were also many liminal space photo ops inside of the Exhibit 2, and you've seen those throughout this video. My favorite personally was this UFO lounge. It was really cool, but it's also quite strange being inside of it, and felt like we shouldn't be there for some reason. Anyways, after that, we left Omega Mart, and naturally we walked up and down the strip to see what we could get into before we went to the hotel and edited all night. Now, Jaden told me about this restaurant he had been to before called Rockin' Potato, so we went to go get some food there, and it was some of the best birria tacos that I've ever had, and the lobster mac and cheese was also really good. We left from TikTok and Instagram Reels that you've probably seen, and Jaden talked to him, probably confused him, maybe gave him a manic episode, but he did shout out Brugly, so that's cool too.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
What's up, man?
Yes, see it.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
After all that, the day ended and we went back to the hotel, and we stayed up till 4 a.m. editing just for you guys. If that wasn't your idea of a fun night, I don't know what to tell you.
On day 8 of the trip, we woke up in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we needed to drive to San Francisco, California, because in San Fran, that's where the level 5 image location was taken. Of course, Backrooms level 5 is the Terror Hotel. You've all seen this picture, you probably know what it is, and the photo was snapped in the lobby of the Sparrow Hotel many years ago. Since then, it's become pretty synonymous with the Backrooms itself. There's hundreds of found footages about this hotel, there's tons of fan arts and lore, and level 5 is pretty cool. I've also made a whole video talking about the lore of level 5. If you're interested in that, you can go click on the description below, and you can check that out. But essentially, it's just this scary, uncanny hotel with different levels and infinite winding hallways and lobby rooms. So it's kind of like the Stanley Hotel that I went to earlier, but on steroids. But anyways, we left Vegas, and we hit the road for a 10-hour drive up to San Francisco. Eventually, we got through all the desert, through the California border. Not much to see there, so there's not much to record. But we did arrive in the hills near San Francisco. It was dark, and we headed on down into the city to find the Sparrow Hotel. Of course, we got stuck in classic San Francisco traffic for an hour, but I digress. After being in a gridlock for what seemed like ages, we arrived at the Sparrow Hotel. And for full transparency, this hotel is not in the best part of town, because it lies adjacent to the place known as the Tenderloin. If you know, you know. So we had to carry our suitcases essentially through the literal back rooms to get to this hotel, but we did. It's a funny story, and we ended up getting there. We walked in the Sparrow, and instantly we were greeted with the lobby that was the Terror Hotel, Backrooms Level 5. Now, as you'll notice, the lobby has been remodeled, but it still has the exact same vibe, and it had a weird energy about it too. But after getting checked in, we eventually got up to our room, and we had to grind out that day's video, so we were up till like 4 a.m. We also had a few phone calls with a couple YouTube friends, and we ended up hitting the sack at about 4 a.m. And frankly, it was pretty strange existing and sleeping inside of a backrooms level. Right, level 5 is a very famous, very popular, infamous, you could say, place in the backrooms lore, and we literally were staying inside of it in a room that you probably wouldn't want to stay in if you read the backrooms lore. So I can literally say that I've slept inside of a backrooms level. It's pretty neat. But really, there's not much to record. It's just a lobby picture, which we recreated here, as you can see. It was pretty neat. It was a nice, spacious lobby. There was also some weird protesters outside, protesting the building. I'm not really sure what that's about. But anyways, we got to sleep finally and woke up a few hours later because we had to prepare for a 7-hour drive down to Los Angeles to find the real-life location of Backrooms Level 11. You've all seen the Level 11 image. It's pretty cool. But before we could do that, we hit the first snag in the trip. Originally, we were going to recreate the Windows XP hill picture, which is, of course, that famous background you've all seen. It was on the map and the outline of this trip that we had, but we failed to account for the traffic of San Francisco because the XP location is only about 30 miles away. However, traffic would have caused it to be an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. I should have known better because I've been to San Francisco like 6 times, but for some reason I didn't think of it. But we had to cut off the Windows XP hills, and we decided just to go ahead and head down to Los Angeles to get to level 11. Sorry, don't kill me. Firstly, though, I had to take Jaden Salads to see the Golden Gate Bridge, because after all, we're in San Francisco. So we drove around the bridge, to the wharf, and eventually to Sausalito. Again, if you know, you know. Now, no one had eaten yet, so we decided to get some food at about 11 o'clock. We ended up getting some In-N-Out, which my go-to is a double-double and fries, animal style, of course. We ate that, and then we headed on the interstate towards Los Angeles. About 7 hours later, we arrived, and we hung out and met up with some YouTube friends that we have, and I ordered tacos, by the way, they were amazing, and we prepared to find level 11 the next day. Come morning time, we woke up, and to fuel ourselves for the search for level 11, we got IHOP, and it was really good actually, probably the best IHOP I've had in a while. But anyways, back to the liminal space backroom stuff at hand. Level 11's image was taken in downtown Los Angeles many moons ago, and in the picture you can see Hope Street on a sign, as well as the name of a few other businesses. So all we have to do to locate that exact angle is find these businesses, and in correlation to that Hope Street sign will be good. For those of you that don't know what level 11 is, it is a pretty famous backrooms level, like level 5 was. It's this infinite sprawling cityscape where people can live and not be eaten by entities. It's known for being a chill place, essentially. Again, I have a full video talking about it. I'll link it below if you are interested. But now that we're here in downtown Los Angeles, let's head out and try to find the exact image location and see what we can do. 0.5 miles ahead lies the location of level 11 of the backrooms, and as you can see, we are in downtown Los Angeles. The roads do indeed suck, as you can tell, but it's not all bad. It's actually pretty here. It's actually pretty, as I say. But I'll catch back up with you when we get there.
That's the LimSpace.
Can you believe that? Can you believe it? And it's empty right now, too. Look, it's empty like the picture almost. Level 11. Level 11. Right here, downtown Los Angeles. Feels kind of crazy to be here, actually. That was definitely one of the most infamous things, but we're back. crazy stuff.
What entities are here? Like, what should we be scared of?
So, the real ones know that the entities in level 11 have the level 11 effect. They're not angry, so they're calm.
Level 11 effect. Oh, so they're nice, kind of.
They're nice, essentially, yeah.
So this is like the safest Backrooms level then.
Well, yeah, that's what they tell me. So, people come in to live and chill and whatnot, kind of like LA. Except that maybe the entities here are more dangerous in Los Angeles than they are in the Backrooms. Guys, are we in level 1 right now?
Is this Backrooms level 1
Is this Backrooms level 1? I mean, like, I'm kind of getting the vibes. Do you get the vibes, low-key?
Backrooms level 1, baby.
We're here.
What entities are in the parking garage?
You can have like a Smiler, a Skin Stealer.
Oh, there's a Smiler right there. No.
A Smiler's gonna slime Jaden Salads out. 3 likes and Jaden Salads gets slimed by a Smiler, guys. Please run up the like total. I would really appreciate that.
You know, I gotta say, it was really interesting to look right where this picture was taken. Even though we were walking down the road without a care in the world and cars almost hit us, we're quite literally taking selfies in the middle of the crosswalk. People were staring at us. I always enjoy coming to LA and experiencing it, and I've driven through this location probably 20 times, but just being there in this context, it means more. It seemed more of a pass-through, it seemed empty almost. But even though we just finished up level 5 and level 11, after about 17 hours total of driving, we had more driving to do to get to next video's location in Sedona, Arizona, where the Blue McDonald's lies. This day began in Los Angeles, at the level 11 of the Backrooms location, which I covered yesterday in that video. If you'd like to see it, click the link in the description below, or just visit the channel. But after we escaped that area, we hit the road and we headed to the desert of Arizona to get food and to explore this McDonald's location. The restaurant itself was built back in 1993 in the town of Sedona, Arizona. The reason the arches are blue and not yellow is because Sedona's colors in the building codes are meant to blend in with its environment. And since the mesas and the hills in the area are brown and earthy with small dots of color from the flora and stuff like that, it makes sense that this McDonald's building that's being placed right in the middle of it, it should match the quirkiness of the landscape, right? So the builders go with this idea, and they decide to make the only blue arch logo McDonald's in the entire world. I just fact-checked it, and it is true. It is the only one. And ever since that, in 1993, ever since then, has been famous. But as the internet does, it has pushed it to another level of infamy when it hit the Reddit forums and other communities like the liminal space ones. This picture just really hits different to me, especially being taken at nighttime and seeing that blue glow contrasted with the darkness of the desert. It feels out of place, but also right at home. Now, there are other weird McDonald's locations too, like the UFO McDonald's, for example. Those things also embody strange feelings because it's something that we know so well as one thing. You've all seen this McDonald's, but to have it look so different, it's liminal, it's uncanny, it's strange, and it definitely takes your eyes. Who knows, maybe Jaden and I will visit the UFO McDonald's at another time. Leave a like if you want that. But for this video, all I care about is going to the Blue Mickey D's. The drive itself was nice, it was good. Arizona's beautiful as always, but things got interesting at one point. You see, Jaden had to use the restroom, and my truck needed gas, so we decided to pull off at a random Pilot gas station somewhere in the middle of western Arizona. It was out in the middle of nowhere. And something you would not believe occurred. Jaden went inside to use the bathroom and
So myself and Jaden Salads were just at this random gas station in southern Arizona. Jaden went inside to get a Subway sandwich. I was outside pumping gas, and the guy working at Subway, he recognized Jaden. He said, "Are you Jaden Salads?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's me." And then he was like, "Dude, I've been watching yours and Brugley's Liminal Space Road Trip series. I was watching it this morning. You guys went to Omega Mart in the video I saw." And Jade was like, "Dude, Brugley's here. Like, I'm gonna go get him." And then we went inside and we got the picture that I'm showing you right now. Shout out to that dude. He was a great guy. Shout out to that dude. That was crazy. That was such a wild experience. You guys are amazing. If you see us out in public for some reason, don't hesitate to say something. I'm sure we'll say something stupid back. But shout out to you, dude. You're real. Thank you for watching. At least Jaden's videos. I don't know if you watch mine, but he did know who I was, which is cool. But yeah.
So we got to meet him, take a picture with him. It was really cool, and it was humbling to see that real people enjoy this stuff, and it's not just, you know, numbers on a screen. So shout out to Isahi, you're a cool dude. It was great meeting you. But after that fan encounter for Jaden, we hit the road again, and we eventually did make it to Sedona, and before our eyes, the blue arches appeared on the horizon. The time for the most liminal backroomsy McDonald's has finally arrived.
Here it is, the blue Mickey D's, guys. The blue McDonald's.
Get out of the freaking way. We're trying to go to a liminal space. Come on now.
There it is. Oh my god. There it is, the blue McDonald's. The blue McDonald's sign. Can you believe this? This is crazy to be here. We're about to go get some food at the blue McDonald's. Crazy stuff. POV, your me eating a fry. Was that awesome, guys? The blue McDonald's, the Jaden salads. Sedona, Arizona, Jaden salads. We're here, my friend. You guys can't see me, but we're here. 11 and a half days of driving. It's culminating at this very McDonald's. We tend to drive, guys, for about excessive amounts of hours to get to restaurants for some reason. But people like watching it, so.
Meta recording.
Boom. Boom.
Deuce over here.
It's blue as far as I can tell. It's blue up there. We just drove for about 12 days to get to this McDonald's, guys. To eat McDonald's in the back rooms. And here we are doing it. The only one, like, unless there's another one that I don't know about, but this is the only one I know that exists. And we're here filming content, publicly loitering, probably being a nuisance to some people. But guys, I know that's what you want to watch. You want to watch us be a nuisance to the public. We drove for the blue sign. There was no other reason to do this but drive to the blue sign. But yeah, guys, on a real, that's pretty much all it is to see here. It's just a McDonald's, but it's blue. So that warrants us driving for a week and a half to get here, right? But it was really cool nonetheless. The food was good, people were nice, etc. Sedona's great, been here a couple times now. If you ever get the chance to, I'd recommend coming. It's pretty neat, pretty outdoorsy and stuff if you like that. Goodbye, blue McDonald's.
So if I had to rate the food that I had from the McDonald's, I'd probably give the snack wraps a 7 out of 10. For some reason, the spicy snack wrap was buffalo and not like the Chipotle ranch that I'm used to. Not sure why they did that. But the ranch one was good. The Sprite was a 10 out of 10. And of course, the ambiance of the blue McDonald's was what we were here for. So that was also a 10 out of 10. Overall, it was a great experience. So we loitered around the blue McDonald's building. I got some snack wraps. It was a good time. I did get to dance, so that was cool. Now, of course, it tasted the same as every other McDonald's, and we did drive out of our way by 3 hours to get here, but it was worth it for the video, I hope. I wish more fast food locations would do stuff like this and kind of change their colorways based off their geographic locations. Like the Kudzu Arby's image in Tennessee. It would be really cool if that kind of blended together with the earthy theme. Or maybe like a space-themed Taco Bell like they used to be, or a Burger King that was in the swamp. I don't know. Whatever the case is, the Backrooms at McDonald's was really fun to go to. And if you are in Sedona or the surrounding areas, you should go out and check it out just for the memes and for the pictures because it looks cool. Today, we've done it. Okay, it is officially about a month after the conclusion of the liminal space road trip, And Jaden Salads and I are here in a Discord call to go over it, talk about some different moments and instances that we enjoy, tell you some things you didn't know about too. There's some secret stuff that didn't make it into the original cut that you're now gonna see. It's gonna be a great time. Jaden, how do you feel? It's been a month. Is that crazy to you or no?
It feels like yesterday. It's pretty crazy that. Can you believe what just happened?
We're keeping that intro, by the way.
Sorry, my cat completely destroyed my background. But yeah, it's been nearly a month removed from everything. And I miss you, Brugly. I miss you.
Dude, likewise. It's been insane. I feel like we're bonded in a way. A liminal space bond. Soul tied.
Soul tied.
Some would call it that, indeed.
I can't live without you, man, but that's not the point, you know, besides that.
We're not confessing our love for each other, guys. This is different. This is off the script, as they say. But beyond that, I think it's important that we kind of take a look back, talk about some things towards the end of the trip, like the last few days that didn't make it into the chronology of the videos. And then moving past that, talk about favorite moments, things of that nature. Let's talk about the Texas stops, the ones that we did not release full videos on, because I think those are going to be pretty important for the viewer. They've been looking forward to it. I've been getting comments. Okay.
This liminal space was on day 11, I believe.
Yes.
And this one in particular was like top 3 most exciting places to visit for me. Jared didn't really care for this one.
Yeah, I was kind of in the middle. Right? I wasn't like, it was kind of like a give or take for me, but I was excited to see it. It was liminal space, but it wasn't as important in my mind at the time. But I know it was to Jaden. It was Jaden's little golden egg.
For whatever reason, this image in particular is, I think it's very 10 out of 10 liminal space. And basically the location is at this church in Midland, Texas. I'm going to go ahead and say now, don't harass these people,
don't go to the church, because we did, and you guys shouldn't. Okay, don't.
That's some foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But where did we travel from?
Earlier that day, we were in like near Tucson. We were in Carlsbad, New Mexico, is where we were staying that night. So we drove down drove down from New Mexico to Midland. We were hoping to get inside the church to get the footage or whatever. But, we get there, it's not a Sunday, it's not a day that they're going to have services on. And now, to our discredit, to play devil's advocate, we called 2 times before, but we didn't call during the hours they were open. So, we didn't get a person on the phone. So, we shouldn't have been really surprised that we could not get into the building. Okay?
We showed up on maybe a Monday. And
no, it was a Friday. It was a Friday. We showed up on a Friday. Or no, was it a Saturday?
I lied. We showed up when, there's probably nobody inside the building. But when we get there was quite a few cars in the parking lot.
Probably
so we maybe
5,
thought, there's some people that work for the church, maybe like a desk lady, maybe a pastor.
Perhaps.
And I think the strategy was to initially go up to the front door to see if we could get in, talk to somebody. And that did not work.
We get to the front door, doesn't open. It's like automatic doors, they're locked. So we're like, okay. We decide to walk around to the side of the building, and that's not creepy at all, by the way. Again, don't do this. If you're watching, do not do this. Walk around to the side of the building. We try to get in. It was in the corner
of this town.
It was in the corner.
No one has any reason to be at this church besides going to the church.
Yeah.
So we look like we're probably trying to break in or something.
It was unfortunate the way they were probably perceiving it if they saw us. But we go to the side of the building. We try to get in another door. It doesn't open. We look inside of another set of doors. This is the door by where the cars are parked. It's probably where the people are. I look inside. I don't see anybody. And at that point, I get the vibe that I feel like we're kind of being a little overbearing, like circling, casing this church. It's kind of strange. So we come up with the idea to go back to the truck to try to find the pastor and contact him. And I look him up on Facebook. I message him to see if he's, for some reason, maybe he's there, maybe he's at home, maybe he knows what the Backrooms is. I don't know. I shoot him like a genuine message. He doesn't respond. So that was plan 1, or plan 2 foiled. Plan 3, we decide to just go wait in the car by the other cars to see if somebody comes out that we can talk to. Okay, and this is where we this is
worst strategy.
Yeah,
because we were literally camping people.
Yeah,
who were going in and out of the church, and there was one
dude, yeah,
who walked in with a set of papers, and he was eyeing the car down as he went in.
It was sussed out. It was pretty bad. It was very awkward.
We felt bad.
And it was so awkward. If he wasn't, because he kept like turning his head to look at us, because originally we were going to hop out of the car and go kind of walk up to him and be like, hey, is there somebody we can talk to? But then we realized this is probably really freaky for people that are seeing this.
And we might get shot.
And it's Texas at a church. We might get, approached with a firearm, if you know my drift there. So we decide not to do that. We kind of call it there. We're like, listen, we've been here for over an hour. We haven't been able to get in. We don't want to literally be creeps because we were already like being on the border of being like kind of strange behavior. So we decided to call that one a loss. And that was unfortunate, especially for Jaden. He was very much looking forward to that. And it was a stop on the trip. And we did not get to get in there. I mean, it's a funny story, but we did miss our mark, which kind of blows.
Don't do what we did. Never do that. Like, if you're going to do that, call the place beforehand.
Yeah.
Be professional about it. We weren't professional.
Or the other stops on the trip, they were public or easily accessible. This was the first one that was not. So we didn't, for some reason, we were stupid. We didn't plan ahead accordingly. We could have. We just didn't. Maybe we thought we could walk in. I don't know what we thought. We're stupid.
It's all Brugle's fault.
Don't be like Brugley.
He should have called them.
Don't be like Brugley. Don't be like Jaden either, because it's all his fault, actually. So that was a bust, unfortunately. So we decided to kind of just drive on to the next stop, which was New Boston, Texas, which was sadly a pseudo bust, right? This was almost another bust, but it wasn't actually a bust. It just kind of was.
Yeah.
I'll let you take this one. This is another one that you were excited to see.
So I want to say we drove 10 hours from Midland to New Boston. Mm-hmm. We get there, was it like around midnight? We get there a little later. Yeah. This is the hotel image. It's a popular liminal space and cursed image. It's basically right above the entrance to the lobby. There's two chairs and it looks kind of ominous and just odd. We already took a gamble because we didn't know entirely if this was the right hotel to begin with.
We didn't really know which exact one it was. And that's Jaden Salad's fault, by the way.
I actually found this location.
But at the same time, we get out of the truck. He says, dude, I don't even know if this is the right one. And I was like, oh, okay.
Now, according to Jaden Salads, we've just arrived at the Holiday Inn where this, I'm putting on the screen right now, this image was taken. This is the Holiday Inn Express. If it's not here, you might see me in prison.
I'm sorry.
For an unrelated reason.
Don't kill me.
Nothing to do with the situation, just an unrelated reason. But we're gonna see.
I swear to God, if we walk in, it looks nothing like it. We're dead AF.
That's it right there.
We walk inside, and it was the right place.
It was.
But they've since updated it. There's no
remodeled.
No more mono yellow walls, and it's very 2000s coded. The cursed images.
Yeah.
But nowadays, corporate minimalism has taken over, and
corporate minimalism
it's
ruined
sleek. It's white. It's gray, and the chairs are no longer there, which just leaves a blank space.
Yeah.
That looks honestly more weird. Like it's unoccupied.
It does
space.
look strange. It does. It looks very weird. It looks odd for sure.
Yeah, and so going in there, it's the last stop of the trip. I felt kind of defeated, just a little bit, because that's two back to back.
Well, yeah. We had a. That's fine. That's the timer to explode your cat. That's fine. But we had an amazing success rate up until the 100% success rate. Everything was fine. We get inside. Jaden asks the guy behind the counter why they took the chairs away, and he was like, "What chairs? I've been here 5 years.
I worked here for 5 years.
Yeah.
No chairs." He was kind of he acted like I was crazy.
I think he kind of thought Jaden Salads was a little loony bins, which more power to him for thinking that. But also, if it hadn't been there in 5 years, I mean, the picture must have been from what, 05, 06, 07, something like that.
There's people on Reddit though who, I guess it's the early 2010s. Sometime during the 2010s they've removed that, because there's Reddit posts of people being like, "Oh, I went to the hotel and it's the chairs are there." Mm-hmm. So,
well, I mean, it's just unfortunate. The
Yeah.
space itself was there, like you said. It still was pretty ominous because it's just a really weird, empty room. It's probably like 30 by 30 feet, or like 10, maybe 15 by 15. It's still a very strange place.
And not just that, they since added glass. There's a glass barrier which wasn't there in the picture.
Yeah, it used to be an open walkway, and now it's glass. Very strange. But we did that, and that was two. It was one real defeat, and then a second kind of just gut punch, slight defeat. And we didn't want to end the trip on a sour note, so we decided just to include that footage in the final episode. That way it's more of a complete series, which I think that was a smart move. You know, not to pat myself on the back or anything, but yeah, that's probably the vibe.
I agree. And like you said, there's been a lot of people bugging me about these spaces. They want to see it.
Yeah, they wanted to see it, and I understand. It was a series, and we said we were going to go to those places, and we did. It just didn't work out like we had planned. Yeah. It would almost be weirder, though, if it all did go to plan and there was no mess-ups. That would have been pretty strange, to be honest with you, because a trip of this magnitude to have no snafus, that's kind of crazy.
Snafu. I wouldn't complain, though. I mean, I wish I got into the church, because if you've seen pictures of this place, like, besides the image, if you look at the full location, it's like a whole children's section of the church, and it's super big and liminal and
it's
cool.
all Backrooms. Yeah, he was showing me pictures, and that kind of made me more sad, because at first I thought it was just that one little picture, with the whole thing's like that over there.
Yeah.
So
next time, though, hopefully the guy reaches out, or we reach out properly next time.
Liminal Space Road Trip V2, we're going. Fact.
67,000 likes, 7,000 likes, part 2.
And those are the last 2 days of the trip. That was the end of the Liminal Space Road Trip. The next day, we just drove from New Boston back to Kentucky, and we made it home.
I was going to say, whenever you drop me off at the airport, there's the classic Liminal Space image of the white fences spiraling. So I got a video of that. That's on the way to the Lexington airport.
Yeah, the Bluegrass
and
Airport.
Then insert footage of us hugging and kissing goodbye.
Yeah, we had a nice little Titanic moment where we said goodbye to each other after being in the same car for 2 weeks straight. It was a poignant moment. It was a great trip. It was phenomenal. It's very nostalgic. It's just a month later. I'm very nostalgic for it. And also, it's just like as cringe as it might be to say, but we appreciate you guys, the viewers. You guys supported the series, and it was awesome to kind of see you tune in every day. It was such a crazy experience to do a daily upload thing like that, and I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. It was awesome, so thank you. But now, transitioning from then, we want to talk about some other things on the trip that we didn't really convey in the videos, and we want to get into some of the best moments, the funniest moments, the worst moments, etc., and we're gonna hop into that right now. So let's do it.
Let's start off with the least favorite liminal space, I think.
Least favorite liminal space. Of the ones we visited, what was the least? I mean, are we going to include the New Boston where it didn't exist?
Excluding the last two.
Okay.
Because they're the fumbles almost.
Yeah.
Let me dig in my brain real quick. You can give an answer if you already have one.
I do have an answer. Okay. My least favorite liminal space was the level 5 hotel in San Francisco. Okay. Again, it's another victim of remodeling. It is a victim of remodeling, but also it's kind of just without the design that it had, it loses all liminal aura to me.
Yeah.
At least. It's just now marble and sleek. And also, we had the whole Tenderloin experience, which also wasn't the best.
I was going to say, just San Francisco as a whole.
We did get good in and out, obviously. We saw some beautiful sights, the bridge. We went to Sausalito and stuff. That was fun. But that was probably just...
Downtown San Fran is not okay. That place needs to be nuked off the map in Minecraft.
Kind of sus down there. I mean, I've been each time, and every time I thought it was sus. That's 5 times. Each time it's been sus. It still was good. It still was a fun stop. It wasn't like a horrible stop or anything. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't do it again. I feared for my life.
I will be going to San Francisco again. Don't listen to Jay and Sal. It's a beautiful city.
You won't see me there.
It's a beautiful city. Yeah. But no, it was definitely the worst of the liminal spaces. And I think we should definitely go to the best, our favorite next, for sure.
I would say the one in the same video, the one in LA, level 11, that one's not that good either, I don't think. I mean, it's just like an intersection in a downtown city area.
That one was kind of, it wasn't underwhelming, but it's what it was. It's just a picture of a city block, right? There's not really much to experience there. So I think those two are definitely some of the worst ones. But again, like I said, it was still fun to go to them. It wasn't like it was horrible. We didn't hate it or whatever. But like I said, best. If I'm thinking of a best liminal space that we saw, there's some contenders here. There's some contenders here. I think, and I genuinely think this, I think the Stanley Hotel might be my favorite one we visited, okay?
Ooh, yeah.
The Stanley Hotel experience, seeing the hotel, walking around the hallways, just the vibe of Estes Park in Colorado being beautiful. That was such a complete experience. Like, dude, like I said in my video, the silence is like somebody was stuffing like noise into my ears. I could feel the silence. It was insane. Yeah. I think that was my favorite. A second close runner-up might be my original neighborhood that I lived in from day one. That little space is just crazy.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That one's crazy. And then I think the Backrooms Level 0 is probably my third. Those are my top three. Because just the experience of meeting Bill, like getting the story, getting the lore from him. Just Oshkosh in general, very welcoming people, very fun time up there.
I love Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's
Very
legit.
nice
If you've never been there, you should go. It's a fun area. But what about you? What are your top three of the favorites? so to speak?
Excluding the Backrooms location, because the actual place, like taking the experience away, the actual place isn't that liminal.
Yeah, no,
in my
no.
opinion.
I was just doing like favorite
So,
stops and stuff, just in general, because like, yeah.
I'll say my favorite liminal spaces we went to. Number one has to be your neighborhood, because
Yeah,
that is genuinely like, I didn't realize it in the moment, but looking back, that is very unnerving, unnatural, artificial.
I lived there for
footage
almost
I got
3
is
years.
crazy.
That was I lived there for almost 3 years. I get it. I know what you're saying.
I took a video, or I made a TikTok of Jared's old neighborhood. It got 9 million views on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's 9 million people seeing that neighborhood and going, that's kind of weird, huh? Like, so that's number one. Number two, probably Meow Wolf.
Dude, I really liked Omega Mart too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I can't speak. The digital camera pictures I took are like crazy good liminal spaces in my opinion. So
that was also a
that's probably
fun
number
stop in
two.
general too. Just Vegas and stuff. That was a great time.
I really liked liminal Taco Bell is pretty good.
Oh yeah, dude. McDonald's and Taco Bell are both really good.
Yeah, that's a joint entry.
Yeah,
Taco Bell and
liminal
McDonald's.
Restaurants. Yeah, I see. And I don't want you guys to think just because we're not including like level 94 and stuff in the top three, that was also a cool stop. It's also very liminal, but it's like something about the other ones are just like so. It has like a different echelon. There's like levels.
They were all
to
pretty
this.
good.
Yeah, they really were. But the ones that I felt the actual liminality, like I said, the Stanley Hotel, my neighborhood, and if I had to add one that's not level 0, I would say the Taco Bell. That was a very interesting liminal. Like I got the liminal vibes for sure going to see that place.
And the McDonald's at nighttime with the piercing blue lights, illuminating off of the building.
That was strange.
Yeah, it was very good.
That one was definitely up there. But all the places were super fun to visit. Like we really had nice experiences, minus San Francisco with the Tenderloin. That was kind of sus, but it was a great time overall. But those are definitely the least favorite and the most favorite.
Let's go to the best meal we had.
So the best meal we had. Okay, well, I'll let you go first on this one. You do your favorite meal that you had.
Easy. Yeah. Well, there's two, I guess.
Okay.
I've never had Indian food. I'm sorry. I'm a big India supporter, India #1, but I've never had the food, and I've always wanted to try it. So in LA, I DoorDashed some Indian food. I'll put it on screen. I don't know where it was from, but I DoorDashed some Indian food, and it was amazing. I got some standard buttered chicken, and it was very good with some garlic naan. And then whenever we got back to Kentucky, Jared took me to a local Indian spot, and that was also very good. And then I exploded the restroom afterwards.
He
no
did.
shame.
He made a war crime in the restroom of my local Indian cuisine, which that probably happens all the time there. But I will have to agree with you. I think my first favorite meal was the tacos that I ordered also in Los Angeles. Listen, Los Angeles just has amazing food, right?
Oh yeah.
It has the best because it has such a big population array of cultures and stuff. I got these tacos and they were literally some of the best street tacos I've ever had in my life. They were amazing. And then the second is also tacos from Las Vegas. The Las Vegas restaurant.
I was gonna say, I forgot we went to like my favorite place ever, actually.
Yeah.
Rockin' Potato.
Rockin' Potato, that's my second favorite for sure.
Then Culver's. We can agree Culver's is a good
Culver's.
number 3.
He never had Culver's before the trip. We were in Wisconsin. Of course, we have to do it. It was phenomenal. It was amazing.
The cashier hit on me.
The cashier did not want Jaden. She indeed wanted me. And that's unfortunate for Jaden, but it's a reality we have to live with, right?
Yeah, it's okay. But the food was good. The food was very good. I like the food.
The food was gas.
Funniest moment. The biggest LOL of the trip.
Funniest moment. Okay, this might have to take some thinking because the funniest moments were very common. There's some very funny moments. Ooh.
Mine was, in the moment it wasn't very funny, but looking back it is. Jared would have to tell the story.
We were in South Phoenix. It was in South Phoenix.
It was like in the AM, it was kind of sketchy. There was just like homeless people walking the streets. It was like The Walking Dead kind of.
Yes.
And at one point we go to a gas station to get gas, as you do, and Jared's out getting, pumping it. And I'll let you tell the story because.
Okay, I'll take it from here because there's a little bit more backstory that you need. We were gonna be late to check into our hotel. Okay, so I was flying down the interstate. Like, I called them and they're like, you got to get here by 1:30 or you lose the reservation. So I was going a legal speed for the cops.
He was
watching.
hitting homeless people.
I was playing Mario Kart with homeless
Yeah.
people. So I see this exit in South Phoenix, and the gas station is right on the side of the road, like right off the exit. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wheel in here. I wheel in. We instantly notice there's like walkers around. It's like sus. It's 1 a.m. There should not be this kind of. It's like bad, you know. I pull up to the pump. I notice that the pump literally is just like the screen's broken. It's not working. The second I get out of my car, I try to put my card in. It doesn't work. And at that same time, I notice out of the left corner of my eye, some dude walks around the back of my truck. And at this,
I'll be walking while you tell the story.
he's walking. I'll show like the GTA NPC walking because that's how he was walking. I saw him out of my left peripheral vision, and I turned to my left, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to get robbed, frankly. It's 1 a.m., I'm in the middle of nowhere, this guy's like he's on like some kind of substance or something. He walks up with his arm swinging, he has like a bunch of what I want to call cigarettes that were not cigarettes in his hand, and he looks at me, and he says something, and I didn't hear what it was at first. I was like, So I said, what's up, man? He said, hey, nice ride, in like a really NPC fake voice. And I said, oh, thanks, dude. And he turns around and walks away into the darkness out of my eyesight. Just NPC walks
person.
away. It was the human. Most surreal NPC encounter I've ever had. It's 1 a.m. South Phoenix. He walks up to me, a random dude, and he says, hey, man, nice ride, and just walks away. I kind of was tweaking
incredible.
out. It was kind of scary, but then it gets better. That gas station didn't work, right? So we had to pull across the road to another gas station. I get out of my car. The same guy teleports in front of my car. He's at that gas station too somehow. Now, mind you, this is a 4-lane highway we just crossed. We instantly did it right after he said the nice car thing, and he's already there somehow. I don't know how, but he was.
The same walk too.
The same exact, like, if you can see my camera, like on the video when you watch this, he's just doing this walk right here, and he doesn't say anything this time. He keeps walking, and I'm getting gas. I'm tweaking out of my mind. I'm just kind of scared that he's gonna come try to steal my car. It was that at the moment, like Jaden said, it wasn't really funny, but about 20 minutes later, we started laughing really hard about it because it was pretty sus.
That wasn't a real interaction. It's something out of our deepest imagination. It was too good.
Yeah,
to be
no,
true.
I think we like shared hallucinated that or something. Something definitely occurred, and it was pretty funny. My favorite funny moment from the trip, it was probably, well, there's two, and both of them involve Jaden. Unfortunately for Jaden, one of them was when we were getting my oil changed in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna have to defer this one to Jaden to tell his side of the story as well. But from my side of the story, I'm getting my oil changed, and Jaden looks at me and he says, "Bro, I can't feel my tooth." Okay, and we're gonna pivot to Jaden's version of the story now because he actually experienced it.
Day 2 of the road trip, actually on day 1 of the road trip, I got really sick for some reason. Like I got an airborne illness, and I'm still sick actually a month later. But that particular day, I couldn't feel the entire right side of my face. Like it was numb. Like I don't know if Jared was looking at me, but I was like playing with my face and I couldn't feel it. And then I realized I couldn't feel my teeth. Like I felt like my teeth had fallen out. And
what does that even mean?
I was getting really scared. And I texted my mom. I was like, "Mom, I think I'm having a stroke. Like I can't feel anything." So then I kind of like closed my eyes and disconnected from the server for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we got Raisin Canes, and I couldn't eat the canes because I couldn't like feel my teeth. It was uncomfortable. And eventually I got the feeling back.
But just
I don't know what that means,
the moment
but
of him saying, "I can't feel my teeth," was so surreal. Again, it wasn't funny in the moment. I was like kind of freaked out actually. But about 30 minutes
think
later,
Jared thought it was funny. I was tweaked.
about 30 minutes later, after he stopped tweaking, I was like, "Dude, what just happened?" That was hilarious to me. Probably the second funniest moment would be maybe it was the Culver's girl situation. That was hilarious in the moment. That was very funny. Saying that like she wanted me, and you know, Jaden said he wanted her, or she wanted. No, he wanted her. Yeah, he wanted her. And her walking up to the table, giving us the food, and said like, "Enjoy your food," and I accidentally said, "You too." That was a very funny scenario.
Riz.
Low key anti-Riz. I can't even lie. If you're out there, if you're watching this, Culver's girl, if you're watching this, Culver's girl, those are my two favorite moments that were like kind of bombastically funny.
Yeah, those were pretty good. There was also this time when we were at the Richmond Mall, and I thought it was just us in this one part of the mall, and I forget why. I just go like, "I'm gay."
Yeah,
like, I
he
said
just
something,
yelled he's gay for some reason.
and a lady just walks into the same part of the mall as us as soon as I said that.
And the mall's empty,
I
so it's
also took-
echoing. Like echoing.
I took a flash image on my digital camera as soon as I said it, so she's in the picture. And I don't know, it was just such a moment. One of the moments.
That
of all
was
time.
a good moment. That was a moment. And also another funny moment, walking down my old neighborhood and people just staring at us. Like staring holes at us the entire
People
time.
taking pictures, like we were some sort of threat. It's like, dude,
It was wild.
look where you live.
Yeah, it was kind of
Like,
strange.
oh, Jared insists that he risked a lady. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. You do the wrist story first. I want to have my ego puffed up here. What are we doing?
Well, during the neighborhood time, there was a girl walking the same way as us
Yeah.
on the sidewalk. I crossed the street because I'm a gentleman. I don't want her to be, scared of Jaden Salads.
Yeah,
Jared
naturally.
stays on the sidewalk and he's like, "How are you?" She
No,
says,
I
"Good."
said
And that
howdy.
was-
I said howdy.
He said howdy.
I did.
Did she even respond?
Yeah, she said hi. Hi.
Oh, and that's all Jared could talk about for the rest of the day.
And she wanted me. What can I say? We're forgetting the most funny thing that was caught on camera, and it was me hitting my head in the Omega Mart.
Dude, it's too good. It's too good.
Me hitting my head in the Omega Mart was truly a crazy time. I'm like 5'9". I should not be hitting my head on things, and I hit my head.
5'10".
Okay. Let's listen, ladies. Don't start fighting over me, of course. Jaden was laughing so hard because he
It
got
was
it on
good.
video. It was a good moment.
That
It
was
was a good
probably
moment.
like top 5 moments, I think. That was really good.
It was hilarious. It was quite funny, I will say.
I think the worst moment was me getting sick and still being sick. Like, I think this is just my life now, being in a constant state of sickness and
Yeah.
coughing.
I think my favorite moment was, and this is going to sound really sus for many of you. We were in Estes Park after the Stanley Hotel that morning. We woke up and we got Starbucks. And the gentleman that was giving me my drink, he was so nice. He was so
I agree with this.
so kind.
I agree.
And I have a Starbucks coffee cup actually right here. He handed my coffee out the window like this, like with his hands like the Mary hands from the Bible. And he says, "Have a phenomenal day, guys." And he looks over at Jaden, and Jaden's not looking at him. And he said like "you too" or something to Jaden. And it was just like this mountain view right in front of me in this beautiful ski town of Estes Park. This beautiful Starbucks, like it was like very picturesque and aesthetic there. And I just got handed like this coffee, like manna from heaven. And he was like, "Have a phenomenal day." And that was the peak moment of happiness and like joy that I felt the entire trip for some reason. I don't know why. It makes no sense, but that was the moment right there.
That was a pretty solid moment. I agree.
And that whole day's drive was just amazing, just through the Rockies and stuff. Of course, Jade was also very sick during this time.
I was going to say, I was like, I'm going to throw up, and I had to close my eyes for like 10
had to
minutes.
disconnect from the server. Yeah, sorry for him. But maybe a second runner-up for best moment for me would probably have been the feeling after walking out of Level Zero's location. Just having that sense of accomplishment that we just got like insider information. We supported the original store that made mine and Jaden's career, especially mine. That image made my career.
I agree.
It was like a high that I was riding, and it was such a good feeling that day for sure. And also, of course, we're forgetting another phenomenal moment was Jaden meeting a fan.
Oh my gosh, dude, I forgot. I'm so stupid. That was probably like one of the coolest things that's ever happened in my life because I'm just a guy. I make YouTube videos sometimes, and a random guy in the middle of Arizona at a random gas station while making my sandwich
While making a Subway
recognizes
sandwich.
me. Like,
Are you Jaden Salas? He was a cool guy too. I'm glad I got to meet him. He was a cool dude.
shout out Isai.
Isai's a real guy. We followed him on Instagram. He's a real dude. So I think
that's
those are
just the
3
craziest
great
thing.
moments. Especially that's a great way to end the moment thing because like that was a phenomenal touching moment. Because we went through the whole trip, we were talking like, what if we meet somebody? Like, what if we meet a fan? And we did. Jade met his fan. It was crazy. It was wild.
He looked up at me mid sandwich and said, "Are you Jaden Salads?" And my face got super red and I started shaking. I was like, "You watched the videos? What?"
Dude, he was like, dude, I
Yeah, it was
watched that one
super
this
cool.
morning. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was wild. Also,
was
we met
amazing.
Silverman, which is cool for Jade. I didn't know who he was at the time, but it was cool, I guess, to meet him. That was pretty nifty.
Oh my god! Actually, best moment hanging out with Sensitive Society.
Hanging out with Sense was cool. So that was awesome. We had so many just phenomenal moments, even just like stupid stuff. Like when we got to the level 94 house location, and we were literally just like gang stalking the citizens there, walking around their like neighborhood in the nighttime for no reason at all. That was hilarious.
Yeah, just like taking videos of their homes, zooming inside their windows, like looking at people.
We were just doing like pretty much like, don't do what we did. Don't do this at all. Okay, we were professionals.
Don't do that.
Right? We're professionals.
Stupid.
But even other things like driving and listening to like the same 10 songs on repeat over and over again. That was like just a great little experience there.
I know every word to every song that Jared
on my
played.
playlist. Yeah, he knows it all now.
Yeah.
He does.
I'm a Bob Dylan super fan after
He
this.
is and you guys know from Jaden's vlog, I'm a Bob Dylan enjoyer. So I do want to say one final thing. I think we're also kind of underappreciating the Monument Valley stop sign stop. Okay, now the liminal space itself was not really that liminal, low-key. It was not. It had the fence added and stuff, but that stop was so beautiful. Every time I go to Monument Valley, it's like, I think it was the third or fourth time I've been, it just becomes more and more like extravagant. It just becomes insane even each time. And for some reason that day, it was such a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, and just driving off road and stuff. It was awesome. It was Kino, it was peak.
I've never seen something like that in my life. It's very special, yeah.
It was truly wild. Do you want to handle the outro, or?
Be sure to like and subscribe. And no, on a real note, like Jared said, we've already done this, but thank you guys for watching, for supporting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's just a really special thing that we
like. It's genuine gratitude. Like I genuinely have like gratitude for all that you all have done. That you support me and Jaden. Even by just like watching, not even leaving a like or commenting, just watching, it just means the world, right? Like we grew up wanting this and wanting to be YouTubers and stuff, and being able to do a road trip like this that's been picked up by Lad Bible, Daily Dose of Internet, like my local newspaper. It's been a wild, and it's just insane. Thank you all so much, seriously, from the bottom of my heart.
And like I said, or like we said, we'll be doing another road trip sooner than later. So stay tuned.
We will.
Stick around.
Keep the noties on. Don't turn them off. Don't turn the noties off, okay?
And leave a comment of what YouTuber should tag along with us.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions, we could hit them up. We might have people in mind already. Okay, we might. I'm not gonna say who. Well, we might.
Guess who it is. Yeah, guess who it is in the comment section. Actually.
If you guys can guess who it is, we'll shout you out in the episode 1 of the next road trip.
Oh, yeah. If someone gets it right, we will shout them out right away.
We'll do it. That's a promise. Cross my heart. Thank you all so much for watching this movie. If you did enjoy the video, like I said, please leave a like. If you stayed all the way till the end of this, you're a real one. What can I say? And I really did hope you got some form of enjoyment or entertainment from this entire series. This was a blast. And I mean a blast to plan, to do. We definitely are going to do it again. If you all want to see it again, please leave a like and show us. That way we can tell that there's the support for it. It was just such a fun time visiting real life liminal spaces. Like, this is mine and Jaden's job to talk about these places, but to go there in person, it was just wild. So many big things are coming to the Brugly channel, as well as to the Spoogly channel, and my TikTok and my Instagram. All of these things are coming together, and I'm just so blessed to have you all in my life. Check out Jaden Salad's channel. I would be remiss if I didn't shout him out. He's one of my best friends here on YouTube, and we've gotten really close over the past couple years, and hopefully you all saw that through this trip. This was just such a phenomenally rejuvenating experience for Jaden and I both. Full cringe. Like, I'm being cringe on purpose. I really mean it too. It was awesome. But thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. With everything I said, I hope that you sincerely enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.